Hello, everyone. I want to have a story time with my client. She is graduating from college, and I thought that our conversation about her hair would be something that I would like to share. I'm Karen, owner of Synergi Salon and Synergi Salon Systems, and in this video, I'm just going to talk about just hair maintenance. Now, when it comes to hair maintenance, everyone wants to do like a wash and go. They want better hair care, better hair management. Like I told her, and I tell everybody, great hair care starts with a great foundation. Great foundation comes with shampooing your hair. Everybody thinks that, the conditioner is the best thing. It's the shampoo. It's the shampoo and it's the hair routine. Shampooing your hair regularly. And when you shampoo your hair, everybody should shampoo their hair no less than once a week. Yes, everybody. People always tell me, you can do that to your hair because you have quote unquote good hair. No, that's what makes hair good. When you have a regular routine of doing your hair, think about it like this. Like everything works better when it's clean. And I always ask people, have you heard that shampooing your hair was bad? And everybody says yes. So now, like one of the things I'd like to tell people, like when I like here where I'm blow drying her hair, every time you wash your hair, or when your hair, especially with her hair, is so thick and pretty, when your hair is thick like that, like we lose strands of hair every day. We all lose strands of hair. Just naturally hair releases. But because our hair is curly, it doesn't fall out naturally. It doesn't just fall out with brushing. It lodges in the hair and it tangles around the hair. That's where you get, that's why our hair locks. That's why we're able to do locks, because our hair tangles. It doesn't release on its own. So the longer you go in between shampooing and combing your hair out, the more hair you're going to see. That's why when you have, you have your hair in a protective style, and then when you comb it out, you have to detangle it. It's because of all the hairs that should have naturally been released, on top of all the buildup that you have on the hair and things. It just makes it difficult. So I tell people, shampoo your hair once a week, whether you think you need your hair done or not. Because why? When your hair feels the best after it's clean, right? Then why wouldn't you do that more often? So I'm telling her, I know you have a lot of hair and I know it's a lot of work, but even if you shampoo it and pull it back in a ponytail, like make it a weekly routine to shampoo your hair more often. Once you start shampooing your hair more often and releasing those hairs that, that makes your hair tangled, the hair will become more manageable, softer, and that hair, when you start shampooing it more often, it's going to grow out of your scalp a little differently. So what you do is you slowly trim off the old hair to get to the new hair that's coming out of the scalp. That's why the routine is more important than anything. And I know for a fact that nobody on YouTube talks about routine. They only talk about hair products because that's what they're selling. I'm selling products too, but I'm selling a lifestyle. I'm also telling you, like, shampoo your hair once a week. It will literally change your life. If you wear your hair in protective styles, I understand you can't shampoo your hair more often. I get that. But when you do take your hair out, then once you take it out, then you shampoo it more often before you put it back in. All right, so I want to go over this because I'm just rambling, y'all. But this is the hot brush. So when I brush your hair, number one, I changed my blow dryer settings to like a cooler blow dry. I don't blow dry like really with a lot of heat. So that when I use this hot brush, you can get it in my Amazon store. This particular one is really good. See how like as I'm brushing her hair, it just makes her hair more easy to maintain. These tools are getting a lot better for natural hair people like us, because even when I brush her hair out like this, it's just going to make it easier for me to straighten it, and I do a lot less pass-throughs. The heat does get up to 450. It does get pretty hot, but see how I'm using such big sections, like, so it's not like directly, it's not using like a direct heat like it does with my flat iron. This literally changed my game. I love it. I love it. I definitely recommend it for moms who have young girls, especially for tender heads. Just who have a lot of hair. Get you one of these. I promise you will be excited. So back to talking about a regular routine. When you build a nice system, because to me, only reason why people don't shampoo their hair more often is because they just don't have the time. They don't have time to spend hours shampooing their hair only for the hair to look a hot mess. So number one, you got to get the right products, and only talk about the products that I use, my products, because this has been working for me personally and for my clients for many years. You get the right tools, and okay, this is my favorite, making sure that you get your ends trimmed in the beginning, because remember, like when you have one routine, you gotta wait 1 year to replace your hair. After 1 year, once the hair is replaced, you can kind of maintain. But in the first year, you should get your ends trimmed at least once every, I don't know, every quarter, so every 4 to 5 months. And after 1 year, your hair will be replaced. Don't wait 6 months because you're waiting too long. If you want your hair to change in the first year, get your hair cut every 4 months. And then after the first year, after your hair has been replaced, after 1 year, then you can, just trim maintenance. But we're trying to get to the new hair that's coming out of the scalp. So by us trimming, we're trimming slowly to get there. That hair that's curly because you've been shampooing your hair weekly and trimming your hair every 4 months, that new hair that we're after, that's the hair that can wash and go. That's the hair that can wash and go. That's the hair that's a different texture. Because the hair that you haven't been shampooing, that you've been tucking under protective styles for years and years and years or whatever, you're not going to be able to just do something and now your hair is curly. No, you have to change the hair that's coming out of your scalp. So it is a process. But even though she has a head full of hair, a head full of beautiful hair, mind you, she can't wash and go. She can't wash and go the way she wants to. So that's why I'm telling her, like, okay, because you've been wearing your hair in braids and blah, 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 blah. Now, we're going to get on this new plan. And in 1 year, our plan is to get you to a point where you can wash and go. Or where your hair is more manageable, because she works out. And working out, people who work out, that sweat dries up on their hair and it makes it really problematic. Trust me, I've seen women change, because really when it comes to shampooing your own hair, it should take you at least 45 minutes to an hour to shampoo your hair and do it the way you want to. Now, every style don't have to be, like flat ironing your hair. You don't have to do that every time you shampoo your hair. You can come up with a twist out, a braid out, something, that can make your hair easier to manage. But you need to come up with, I break it down into 3 hairstyles. One hairstyle can be your default hairstyle, the hairstyle that you can do when you can't do nothing, whether it's pull it back in a ponytail, a high bun, pull it back in a sock bun. I don't know. Come up with a default hairstyle that's easy for you to do when you cannot do nothing. The second hairstyle is, something that might take you a little bit more time, something that you can go to work with, that you can go to a meeting with, and it looks like your hair is done. That's your default hair. That's your number 2. Your number 3 is the one that's going to take a lot of time, maybe a rod set, a twist out, something that requires a little bit more effort, a lot of effort. But what we do as Black women, we make our number 3 style our default hairstyle. Like, every time we wash our hair, it gotta be like done. No, you don't have to do that. Find you a default hairstyle, something easy, so that shampooing your hair more often doesn't require you to like wash your hair and do a lot of work to it. Find you something where you can just pull it back, and then it shouldn't take a bunch of time. That's only when you're going somewhere, or you want, you want your hair done for a special occasion. Every style don't have to be, that the one where it take hours. 4 hours entirely too long to be focused on shampooing your hair. You would never be able to do that more often. I promise you. The more she's able to do her hair, the better it's going to feel. And then the thing about it is, yes, she can wear braids, she can wear weave or whatever, but her scalp is going to start saying, I don't want to be locked up for a day, for months or weeks at a time. I need to be shampooed. The scalp is going to require it because it's going to feel better. And then the more you do it, the more it's going to feel better. So I'm going to mold her edges. We use the mousse to mold the edges. Tie it up, put you under the dryer for a couple minutes. And then that'll allow her edges to lay down the way we need to. So I hope this video, me just being random and talking about managing your hair at home or managing your hair better in between salon appointments. Because when I can always tell, the first question that we ask people are, how often do you shampoo your hair? Because the people who shampoo their hair more often, the hair is just easier to do. And if somebody says, I wash my hair every 2 weeks, I kind of know that they're not going to be happy. So I want everybody to start shampooing their hair at least once a week. And so that they'll love their hair, so they'll love coming to the salon, and they just love their hair. Everybody wants that. I know. Me too. See you next time.